welcome back inside of the Plastic Planet. I am your host, Nick Knack, coming at you for yet another Hot Toys Hump Day. Well, wait a minute, you're asking yourself right now, Nick Knack, you're off your rocker, man, because that's not a Hot Toys figure. And you'd be right. No, you're right. This week we are not going to be doing a Hot Toys figure, and you're probably asking yourself, well, Nick Knack, looks like you finally ran out of Hot Toys figures to review. And you'd be partially correct. Almost. I actually have about 6 more weeks worth of Hot Toys figures left to do micro reviews on that I haven't done full reviews on in previous transmissions right here on the Plastic Planet. I've got about 6 left. So instead of continuing Hot Toys Hump Day, I'm actually going to discontinue that, and we're just going to start a weekly action figure review, which will include Hot Toys, but it can also include Sideshow Collectibles and other things, including even vintage and modern, Hasbro and Kenner and whatnot. So we're going to be kind of changing gears a little bit and moving towards more of a broader Wednesday show moving forward. So anyway, welcome to the first episode of Nick Knack's Weekly Action Figure Review, or something like that. I'll figure out something much more cuter than that. But for right now, that's what we're going with. And this week, we are going to be looking at the Sideshow Collectibles Probot, or Imperial Probe Droid, as it is known from the greatest film of all time. That is, of course, The Empire Strikes Back.
Nick Knack's Plastic Planet presents... It's a Nick Knack micro moment!
Imperial Probe Droid.
Alrighty, as I indicated there in the intro, we are looking at the Empire Strikes Back Imperial Probe Droid from Sideshow Collectibles. Now, this piece has been around and out and about making the rounds in the collector's universe for a number of years now, and ironically, this piece is still available as of today, I believe, at SideshowToy.com. So if you're so inclined, you can still order this particular item up. Now, this particular Probe Droid is Probe Droid 2.0 from Sideshow. The first one actually came with a snow base, which was, in my opinion, much more desirable than this bland, metallic-looking dome that I got in this particular version. Another nitpick I have of this figure is, of course, the stand itself. Is this stem, which is the exact same color as the Probot itself. Come on, Sideshow. Come on. Why isn't this transparent? Why does it have to actually look like it's part of the figure when it certainly is not? So there's 2 big nitpicks I have of this piece. The other one was, when I picked this up, I got this at a comic trade show a number of years back. Maybe 2 years ago, actually. I don't know if that's a number of years, but 2 years ago, I picked it up, and you know what, for some reason, and I don't know why I was so inclined to think this, I thought there'd be die-cast metal in this piece. This is entirely plastic, and in some ways it kind of feels flimsy, too. For a piece that's well north of $200, it feels a little flimsy. That said, though, it does look really nice. It does encapsulate what we would expect from the Probot, from The Empire Strikes Back, which was such an iconic scene, of course, with Luke Skywalker on his Tauntaun over there, scoping out and patrolling the wastelands of Hoth, and seeing that meteorite that hit the ground near him. Unbeknownst to him, of course, it was the Imperial Probe Droid. So this is very, very cool, and it does encapsulate that scene very nicely. And of course, later on in the film, when Han Solo blows it to pieces, of course, it must have had a self-destruct, but nevertheless, it is a good piece. It just feels a little flimsy. Some of the quality control on it are sort of questionable. These pistons that go down on the legs, they can fall out easily, so you can't really have a lot of these legs in a straight up position. Otherwise, the piston will come out, will separate. So that's a bit of a nitpick. One good thing about it is the electronics are really, really well hidden. It is actually very hard to find the buttons on this thing. So it does have 2 lights. Here's the white light you're seeing now, and that is a really nice looking light. Look how that shines into the camera there. And it really does that in person as well. So that's a really, really cool looking light. And then I'll show you guys the next light on it, but I gotta pause this because it actually takes some bit of snooping to find the button. It's so well hidden. Alrighty, so here is the button. There is the white light, as you just saw, and then of course it goes to orange, and that's really cool as well. Now there's also a number of sound effects on this piece, which are also fantastic and really well recorded. So that sounds really, really cool. So all in all, actually, this is actually a pretty fine piece, if you don't mind the fact that there's 0 die-cast metal in it, the stem sucks ass, and then the base is so plain. But hey, we're going to dress this base up for you guys and kind of show you maybe a little bit of a Pinterest kind of thing that you can do here. Alrighty, so check this out. We're coming into that time of year where this sort of thing should be readily available at any kind of craft store, you know, your Michaels, your Hobby Lobby, your Joann's Fabrics, you know, what have you. This is fake snow, and you can it kind of comes like this. It's really nice, and you can just kind of wrap this sucker up, make it look real nice. Kind of really, you can futz with it a lot and kind of powder it up. Make it look nice on there. I'm not doing a very good job right now, but that does hide that pretty well, doesn't it? Looks a lot better, just like this, I think. Not that you wouldn't want to futz with it more and maybe, you know, work it around a little bit. But nevertheless, that black stem is still so evident. Now, I saw online a number of years ago, someone actually had replaced this with a transparent rod, like an acrylic transparent rod, and I have no idea where to get something like that. So if you know where I can find a transparent rod to replace this, gosh, let me know in the comments section, because I would really like to know. I've seen it done. It looks much, much better than this. And yeah, but I haven't been able to find one. I've actually looked around from my retail around here, and that's of course Michaels and Joann's Fabric and Hobby Lobby, and I've not found anything like this, or even the hardware store for that matter. So if you know, let me know again. I would love to know in the comments section below. But yeah, that looks a lot better, and you can futz with it more. It's just a quick wrap around there. But yeah, so you know, get some fake snow, and you might have yourself just a nice little diorama as we have right here. Alrighty, well that's going to wrap up this edition of the Plastic Planet. I hope you've enjoyed this nice little mini showcase of the Imperial Probe Droid, or Probot, from Sideshow Collectibles. Once again, I do believe this piece is still available somewhere north of $200, $250, somewhere in there, at SideshowToy.com, so you can go there, fire one of these up right now if you want. And so that's kind of cool, even though I've had mine for a couple years now, but like I said, still readily available. And yeah, all in all, pretty good piece. Like I said, not too shabby at all. Alright, well, like I said, that's going to wrap up this edition of the Plastic Planet. Please like, comment, share, and you know what, please do subscribe if you haven't done so already. Would really like to have you right here on the Plastic Planet. Alright guys, till next time, I'm going to be coming at you real soon with a lot more cool shit. So stay close, and hey, remember, life is short, so fill it with some gosh darn plastic crap like this. Later.